In this video, we will explore in-depth key takeaways from Chapter 13, The Brain, of Napoleon Hill's classic on manifestation and the law of attraction, Think and Grow Rich. Be sure to listen carefully and even take notes and stick around to the end, as this material is invaluable to anyone who is a student of this timeless work. Before we get started, please take a moment to hit the like and subscribe buttons to be sure not to miss any of our incredible content in the future. Go ahead and get that done. I'll wait. Okay, let's get into it. The brain is both a broadcasting and receiving station for the vibration of thought. Chapter 13 explains that through the ether, similarly to a radio, every human brain is capable of picking up vibrations of thought, which are being released by other brains. The creative imagination is the receiving set of the brain. The subconscious mind is the broadcasting station of the brain. Consider now the autosuggestion principle to put it into practice, not only the subconscious mind, but also the creative imagination. Only vibrations of an exceedingly high rate are the only vibrations picked up and carried. When mixed with major emotions, thought vibrates at a rate much higher than usual. In this sense, the aim of the sex transmutation is the increase of the rate of vibration of thoughts, so creative imagination becomes highly receptive to ideas from the ether. Man understands little or nothing of the intangible force of thought, but this is not a reason to underestimate it. A very interesting way to develop the sixth sense is brainstorming. It involves concentration, definiteness of purpose, and sitting around a table thinking out loud. Analysis of Think and Grow Rich, Chapter 13. Even with a summary, Think and Grow Rich Chapter 13 might seem confusing. At this point, Napoleon Hill turns a little bit mystic and some clarifications are needed. It's important to keep in mind the book was written in 1937, and at that time, science was not as developed as of today. At that time, some pseudosciences like phrenology were in vogue, and occult sciences were certainly widespread across the United States. Think and Grow Rich Chapter 12, The Brain, is about stimulating your brain to increase its performance. Think and Grow Rich Chapter 12 is about being aware the brain can increase its performance through stimulation. The important part here is to not stick to the exact description Napoleon Hill does in this Chapter 13 of The Brain, described as a broadcasting station of thought. Instead, we have to look at what he meant, which is certainly still true today. A brainstorming session might excite your brain and increase its creativity. We all know that being motivated and in the right mood makes us more sensitive to the environment, increases our mental faculties, and improves our social skills when we interact with others. If you want to look at this fact the way Napoleon Hill did, there's no problem about it. If you want to look at this with a more contemporary approach, it's also fine. The important point here is that you feel comfortable as long as you keep on stimulating your brain in order to increase its performance, memory, social skills, creativity, etc. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you feel like you received some real value and insight from this content, please take a moment to hit the like and subscribe buttons so as to not miss any of our new video releases. We upload new videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Until next time, we remain Business Brain USA.